What's up, fam-a-lam? Let me grab the rest of the cards out here. Yo, before I even started the video, y'all see Mother Mary making her reading debut. But I was just on just regular camera. The camera kept snapping pictures. And I'm like, what is triggering this thing to snap pictures like this? It gotta be her. The camera is noticing a face and it is going in. It is going in. And so I'm like, Mother Mary, you more of a diva than I am. I thought I was camera crazy and like to take pictures. But she just is bougie. I'm like, girl, chill out. Get up out my camera. Taking up all my space. I'm just playing, Mother Mary. Take all the pictures you want, girl. Take all the pictures you want. Because I left out the room and I came back. I'm expecting the screen to have gone black on my tablet. Because it takes no time for that to happen. Baby, I came back. That thing was just as bright as all outdoors. I'm like, what is that? Why is this still on? And I noticed it kept taking pictures. Like, why is it picking up? Why is it taking pictures? Like, I'm not doing anything special over here. And I seen her beautiful face all up in the camera. And I'm like, oh, it's you. You the one that's triggering the camera. Your beautiful self. Okay. Well, go on flex then. Go on flex, baby. I want to see you touch your dope dress, baby. Bounce it. This is not to you, Mother Mary. Don't. I'm not singing this on you. Don't be getting mad at me. I said don't flex, and it just made me think of the song. Okay. Gotta cover my bases, because that song is not for the holier than thou. It says don't flex, baby. I wanna see you touch your toes in that dress, baby. Bouncing up and down like we having sex, baby. Give me the head and you can give him the rest, baby, and nothing less, baby. Don't flex, baby. I want to see you touch your toes in that dress, baby. Bounce it up and down like we having sex, baby. Why that song is in my head, I don't know. But maybe it's because you got a player in your energy. Because, baby, the bottom of the deck is Sagittarius. And we know them Sagittarius be whores. Okay? And, yeah. Trying to lock one down. It may be the wrong time. Underneath this underneath Sagittarius, it says wrong time, and it has divine timing on the bottom of the deck. Like, you have to catch a Sagittarius at the divine timing. Okay. But it also says flow, have patience to attach. So it may be time for you to detach from a Sagittarius. We also have share your gifts here. So there's just a reminder also to share your gifts. Okay, maybe again removing certain people from your circle moving forward in 2025. Maybe releasing some relationships. Okay, but you definitely will be gaining more. Period. Stepping into position. You will be stepping into position. We have the month of July here, so you may want to check out the astrology charts. See what happened in July this past year, and possibly what the astrology is saying about the month of July in 2025. Because when those month cards come out, I like to listen to the Peace Dealer, and he's into astrology, and it seems like he'd be like, okay, well, this happened this initiated in this month, and it turns out to be one of the month cards that came up in the read. Like, when it comes up, I don't be knowing, because I'm not into astrology like that, but I'm like, something major may have happened in the month of this, blah blah blah, so go into Astro Cafe or whatever, and put in the month or whatever, and see what comes up. But let's get into the read. The main theme for this read, the through line, the main event energy is the world is in desperate need of your energy. So again, that's coming, to supporting this share your gifts energy. It's time for you to, put yourself out there more. You may be just coming out of a season of solitude. Hell, 2024 could have been majority solitude for you, and spirit is just saying 2025 needs to look different from 2024. We're not doing that solitude stuff no more. It's time for you to come out, because the world is in desperate need of your energy, whether you not know it or not. So maybe create you a channel, a platform. If you have one and you're not that active on it, get active on your channel, because you have a lot of gifts to share with the world. Underneath share your gifts, we have the good guy fuckboy energy. No, you don't need to share your gifts with that motherfucker no more, because that's all he want. You know what I'm saying? Just like that song, don't flex, baby, I want to see you touch your gone flex, baby. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But something like that. I want to touch your toes in your dress, baby. Bouncing. He ain't going to tell you that's what he want. He going to wine and dine you a little bit here and there. It's going to be so sweet. But he's still, the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Underneath that is the energy is very malleable at this time. Mold it into what you want it to be. And if you don't want to be some fuck boy's fuck toy, then you may want to change up some things. Okay, so the first card that we're going to get into for this read is heart chakra. Okay, do not get your heart chakra entangled in any more entanglements. Okay, we already know what an entanglement is. I was going to say that an entanglement is automatically like a third party situation, but it may not necessarily be, always a third party situation. But in this matter, in this context that I'm using it in, it's a third party. Don't get your heart chakra tied up in any more entanglements. Okay, if someone has a girlfriend, a wife, whatever, don't do it. If they have you and they say, oh, I'm just dating a lot of people, I'm dating multiple people, well, you let them know that, okay, well, we're just going to be strictly friends. No long hugs, kissing, rubbing, maybe do a little rub dub when if we're at the club and we're dancing, because that's just the way she likes to dance every now and then. If she's dancing with a guy, she'll throw a bike. She'll throw a bike. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to throw a bike when she dancing. She may not know how to do it on the TV. But anyway. But yeah, keep it strictly platonic. Do your best to keep it strictly platonic. Okay? First card to clarify heart chakra, and don't get it in any more entanglements. We have you expose something, and now they see that their plan won't work. Okay, on the side it says about a noun. You've exposed something about a noun, person, place, or thing, of course, and now they see that their plan isn't going to work. Okay, so maybe you exposed where this person's heart truly lies, and now they're planning to use you as a sex doll. A sex doll is not going to work. Them trying to play you, act like it is what it ain't. ain't gonna work no more. You just, tired of playing second fiddle, perhaps, to a certain energy. And then the next card we're clarifying is doing all the work. You're doing all the work. It's time for you to delegate. Okay. So again, that's giving third. And if we're gonna go along the same through lines, then that's giving third party situation. You're doing all of the work. Like most of you, when it comes to emotions and all of that, like you are doing all of the work to keep your emotions good, because in the time where they have to be with those other people, you gotta be delusional and tell yourself lies. Like, oh, I just gotta settle for that because I already know he had a ground, or and the thing is, you could have been in a situation where someone said, oh well, I'm dating, and then there was another person, and you're like, you shouldn't be dating another person. If I'm here, like, why are you dating someone else? Like, you should be putting all your eggs in my basket. You should be putting all your eggs in my basket. You should just toss them over to the side. Like, there's no competition. And so you sitting there like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna play that game. And so they choose that person, and it's like, damn. But you still, still cool or whatever. But, and then feelings start getting involved a little bit more than they should. Still keeping things as PG as possible, but it's starting to get a little too much. And this, it's just enough. It's time out. It's time to throw in the towel on that. And so you gotta start, distancing yourself from that energy. Next card that we're going to clarify here is great grandmother on your mother's side. Okay. She is out here. Her energy is out here. You may know her name, you may not. Nevertheless, she is an ancestor that is watching over you, that loves you. You are a part of her bloodline. And as you elevate here on earth, you also help to elevate her in the spiritual realm. So make sure you give her reverence. But the first card that we're going to clarify is 2 weeks. Okay, so I don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks. She may be bringing a blessing to you in the next 2 weeks. Oh, look, then we have great grandfather on your father's side. All right, so that's a lot of ancestor energy if they are, not still here. Some people have great grandparents that are still living. Most have passed on. So either way, if your grandparent is still here, maybe within 2 weeks, just check on them within the next 2 weeks. Maybe go to them in 2 weeks. They may have a message for you. Next cards that we are going to clarify is mind over flesh. It says mind over heart and flesh. Okay, so this is in regards to that entanglement, and it's just as complicated as it sounds. Entanglements, it's not just one regular knot. It's like a knot on top of knot on top of knot on top of another knot. It's a mess, and so it's complicated, and it may be hard. But it says don't be seduced. This is literally the main card, one of the main cards that came out. Don't be seduced. And of course, it's tough, it's complicated, but don't be seduced. I know you want to flex. I know you want to touch your toes in that dress. I know you want to bounce it up and down like you're having sex. I know you might want to get it in some head. But don't do it. Don't do it. You deserve someone that is fully and 100 for you. okay? For you. They don't even need to imagine it. Don't even do things that they can imagine, so they can imagine it. First card to clarify mind over flesh, we have Oshun. Okay, she's the party girl. When it comes to the Orishas, Oshun is the party girl. Okay, her color is yellow. You know, sun, happiness. She's about all of the things that make life worth living. You know, she's that energy that always seeking out, you know, the more to life. There's more to life. She's the energy that is not about to settle. Okay? And so that's what you need to not do, is settle. No. Stop. Okay? And hell, you may need to stop looking for a mate altogether, because you need to share your gifts with the world. And we're not talking about being a hoe. But you have a message. You have a song. You have an expression that you may want to put into art, or a business that you may want to open, that is going to help you get your spiritual mission, your life purpose out to the world. It's time for you to step into position. Okay, it's time for you to step into position. And again, we got July underneath that, so we need to go into Afro astrology and see what doesn't happen either this year and the following year coming up, to see and just make a mental note of it. Oh, look at that. Obsessed with you. Yeah, they may have chose someone else, but baby, once you pull your energy back, they are going to go crazy. They are obsessed with you. Okay, you're beautiful, you're sexy, you're talented. If you're anything like Oshun, if you carry this Oshun energy, and men and women both can carry the Oshun energy. Don't have to be a gay man to carry the Oshun energy. But then you may, maybe some men may carry that Oshun energy and they are gay. Don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? You can even still be a masculine and feminine energy, a stud, and still carry Oshun energy. You have to get a reading to find that out. I know when I was exploring Ifa, when it came to finding out who my mother was, because you have a mother Orisha and a father Orisha, it was a fight. It was a battle between Oshun and Yemoja for my head. Who, they always say that's the mother and father are those who rule the energies that rule your head. And so, but Yemoja won. But Oshun was a close second, and it makes sense because I love to dance, and she's all about dance. She's the mistress of dance. She's very erotic. She's very sensual and sexual. She represents prosperity. Okay, there's none more awesome than Oshun. Okay, she is beauty. She embodies all the sweetness and beauty and love that is left out of the world. Okay, she's honey. That's her herb, if you would, I guess. It's honey. Okay, mistress of dance, magic, and laughter. Oshun is all about having a good time. And so, you may need to tame her. You may need to tame that energy within you. And start making more mind over heart decisions. Okay? Don't be seduced. You do the seducing. You don't be seduced. No. Okay, so the next card that we're going to clarify is the Libra card. Okay? So this coming out underneath heart chakra, and which is kind of... because y'all know how Libras can be. They sit on the fence. And so that's probably how you are with your heart when it comes to this person, because it's an entanglement. It's difficult. It's hard, spirit. Okay? These people are so sweet. You may not have, but they may have licked the split. I was gonna say taste the peach, but sometimes that peach can represent the butt. But anyway, they may have done some things that was amazing, but you still gotta let it go, because it's not an all around situation. It's not an all around situation. And if it was an all around situation, it would seemingly be perfect. But there's always something always falls short. And I feel like that is, Source's way of saying no. Like, all of the puzzles need to fit. They really do, for the most part. They more so, it needs to fit. You know what it is that you want. Don't settle for anything less. Definitely not second best, not second fiddle on the most important things. Like, it's always going to be a question mark. So get up off the fence, like them Libras be. It's time for you to get up off the fence. Okay. First card to clarify, Libra, we have different wavelengths. Okay. And you got to be honest with yourself. You guys are most likely on different wavelengths when it comes to maybe even spirituality and things like that. Different wavelengths when it comes to the heart, ability to love and express emotions. You guys are just on different wavelengths. The last card that we have to clarify says, make sure what you do is for you first. Make sure what you do is for you first. You've been people pleasing so much because, for one, you don't want to let go, one, for you, but also for the other person. You don't want them to feel any kind of way. I think when it comes to you releasing them, because there may not have been just a blatant disrespect, but there is a disrespect. It ain't just in your face. And so you want to keep a relationship with that person. You still want to be friends with that person, but you already know with that heart chakra, the heart chakra is entangled. The heart chakra is, and whoever I'm talking about, or whoever this applies to, your heart chakra is tied up into that person. You know what I'm saying? And you may not be able to just be friends with that person in the way, because that line is always going to get crossed in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And then it's going to be a snowball effect. It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger until peen and vagine. And we're trying to keep that from happening because that's a whole nother level of heart connection. And so you may have been good. You may be good at keeping the peen out of the vagine. But but if you keep on, you may not be so successful in that. Mother Mary is she's a grown-ass woman, okay? She understands these things. We're not going to act brand new with the gods and the goddesses, the deities. No, that we're not going to act brand new. She already know what's up. She ain't shamed, okay? Because, baby, again, people pleasing. The main card, here we go again. She probably the one bringing this message. Like, being, you better than that. Time for you to step into position. You are a queen. You are wifey material. You're not play. You're not for play. So it's time for you to get back in tune with your worth. And trust me, our worth, a lot of our worth has been in the gutter for a very long time, 20 plus, 40 plus years. And we may just now be coming into that energy of where we are ready to step into position and own, and just acceptance, stepping into that acceptance of ourselves, all the good, the bad, the ugly, you know what I'm saying? Or we may just be getting to the point where we have completely healed mind, body, and soul. And now with all of that coming together, It's like, ain't no way I can keep playing stupid. Ain't no way I can keep playing dumb. Because look at me. Look at you. Look at the work we've done. Look at all the obstacles that we have overcome. Like, we can't play stupid no more. But anyway, putting their happiness before your own, okay? It's time for you to reclaim. It's time for you to claim your birthright. Okay, so again, with that people pleasing, you've been putting other people's happiness before your own. This is what your great-grandmother on your mother's side is telling you, and your great-grandfather on your father's side is telling you. You have been putting other people's happiness before your own. And then we have here with the 2 weeks energy. And I feel like within 2 weeks, you're going to really be stepping into that energy of fuck it. Okay? Look at that. Forward and upward trajectory. Okay? And once you stop putting other people's happiness before your own, you will be elevating. Okay? And the last card that we're going to clarify is like you've known each other forever. When you stop putting other people's happiness before your own, then you're going to tap into that worthiness energy, and then other people are going to find you worthy, and you'll be able to truly connect with someone that is on your level. Okay? It's going to, like I said, it's going to feel like you've known each other forever. Like everything will be right. They will be available. You'll be available. You guys will share the same interests. So that may be what your great-grandmother on your mother's side and your great-grandfather on your father's side is cooking up for you. Okay, this person coming along, and that person may come along in 2 weeks. So we did a reading earlier today saying all of the people from 2024 forward, you may be wiping the slate clean on all those people that you have dealt with. They were for a season. 2025 moving forward, this next 20-year period, I feel like you're going to be solidifying a stable team. Okay, you're going to be solidifying those life partners and soul family, creating your own family. You know what I'm saying? Just all new. That's what I feel may be coming, and you're going to start seeing evidence of that perhaps in 2 weeks. Okay? Not only evidence of it, you may actually be meeting that person. And like I said, you may not even need to be trying to focus on any relationships right now as you are creating your footprint in the world, as you begin to share your gifts, because the world is in desperate need of your energy. But then again, you may meet in 2 weeks, you may meet your life partner. And again, if everything is right, you don't have to even worry about, that person getting in the way. They're going to be asking you, what do you need me to do? They're going to be at your beck and call to either leave or to stay. They are going to be there for you 100. You're going to be the person. If you call, they're dropping everything, versus you in these entanglements. You call them. If they busy with another person, you shit out of luck. You are shit out of luck. But you're going to have your own. Okay, so I'm just going to get all the cards out. So bottom of the deck says pay attention. Pay attention. Spirit, your spirit guides and your ancestors are sending you signs of who is going to be for you and who isn't. There's something on this card. Okay, I thought I could blow it off, but it's on there, whatever it is. So maybe a marker. But yeah, pay attention. It says you're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how best to move forward in order to live your best life. Okay, so the world is in desperate need of your energy. So you need to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities and possibly the opportunities that come up that will allow you to share your gifts. And when that opportunity arises, don't be afraid to step into position. So again, pay extra close attention to the signs that are being given. Okay. The first card to clarify from the Akashic deck, heart chakra, is trust in yourself. Okay. So trust in your heart. Trust in what you know your heart deserves. It says you've got this. You've worked hard to get this far. Okay? Your heart does not want to be in an entanglement. You shouldn't have to be sharing, motherfuckers. And you have the ability to create the things you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to your highest timeline. Okay? I feel like in 2 weeks, your ancestors are going to be bringing you a person, bring you some, maybe a life partner. You may be very afraid because of 2024 and prior. Love has been a shit show. You've just been having a lot of relationships. Okay? But when this person comes along that they may bring you, that it's going to feel like you've known each other forever. And it's going to be, that energy is going to be reciprocated. Don't be afraid to take a chance. I feel like that came out in a reading that I did earlier at the park. Don't be afraid to take a chance. Okay? It says it's time to step outside of your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you. Okay, so this could be romantic. But I also want to tap into the energy of that this could be career-wise as well. Because we've had heartbreak in the area of career as well. And with the heart chakra card being clarified by doing all the work, you need to delegate. You expose something, and now that a person's plan isn't going to work, or now you see that a plan isn't going to work. In the area of career, you may be afraid to put yourself out there again, but trust that you've learned the lessons that you needed to learn in order to make it successful this go around. Career-wise, Sagittarius energy may be you being flighty with your actual attempts to put this idea into action. But then again, it could have just been the wrong time, with the wrong time coming out underneath this. Okay? And I feel like you've been in the energy of flow. You've been patient. You've released, too much you released attachment for the most part to this situation. And now I feel like in 2 weeks, maybe your ancestors are working to bring divine timing for you to put yourself out there again with share your gifts and stepping into position. And Spirit is saying it's going to be different this time. And no matter if it is or if it isn't, it's always going to better you. So take a chance, take a risk, start that business again. Whatever it is, start that dance class again. Start auditioning again. It's time for you to share your gifts. And it's time for you to follow the guidance so that you can step into that ultimate position that it is that you want. Okay? So it's time to step outside of your comfort zone. The world, here we go again. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. The world is in desperate need of your energy. The take a chance card is saying the world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you will be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm, and will begin to attract even more. But the card says will begin to attract new results. It's not going to be the same results that you had before. No, it's going to be different this time. Okay, because we are in that energy of divine timing. We're being told and asked that, baby, it's time to step into position. You are stepping into position. And I feel like maybe things will really come together miraculously. It's going to be miraculously beautiful, maybe come July. Or again, maybe it's July of the previous year in which a lot of seeds were planted, and they're, and within 2 weeks they're going to be harvesting. The next card that we're going to clarify is courageous heart. You gotta be brave. You gotta tap into your courage energy, okay? Because it takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. But this is clarifying mind over heart and flesh, okay? Your heart and your flesh may be saying like, oh, I don't know what this is. This is new to me. No, but you need to make a mind over heart decision. And that's when courage comes in. That's when faith comes in, right? Your heart knows the way. Trust it. Remember, we had trust in yourself, clarifying heart chakra. You have evolved and you have grown. Your discernment is on fleek, okay? So trust that your heart will guide you. Your heart knows the way. Trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny, okay? And know that Oshun is going to be here with you, guiding you. Oh. And yeah, you might have a lot of people obsessed with you. People with that Oshun energy, people be obsessed over them. They be getting obsessed, okay? So, you just be careful with their energy. All right, so we have shame coming out to clarify Libra. And remember, that's that energy of sitting on the fence, right? And so it says you've carried this burden for far too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action, okay? So you may have been sitting on the fence in regards to your heart chakra and following your career path, or maybe opening yourself up to love again. It may have been guilt that has prevented you from truly putting yourself out there, but you got to understand that you are on a different wavelength now. Just like the take a chance card says, it says put yourself out there and you will be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm, and will begin to attract new results. You're going to have new results. It's not going to be the same as before. Okay, so you have to release the burden. You've carried it for far too long. It's time for you to release the guilt. Okay, and start a new chapter. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards your happiness. Okay, make sure what you do is for you first. Make sure what you do is for you. Don't allow nobody to talk you into anything. Trust in yourself. Trust your gut when it comes to business and love, whether romantic, platonic, friend, or familial. Trust in yourself. Don't let nobody else try to throw their little stinking ass opinions on your life. You've been there. You've done that. You've done the work. You trust in yourself. Okay. Final card that we're going to clarify from the Akashic Records Oracle is self-doubt. Okay. It says you're putting their happiness before your own, and when you are doing that, that is what caused self-doubt. Okay. The guilt and all of that, you know what I'm saying, has come from you carrying other people's burdens. It's time for you to put it down because they are not appreciative. Okay, it says you are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. This is coming out directly underneath your great-grandmother and your great-grandfather energy, and they are saying it's time to finally break through this generational curse of self-doubt that has been put into you from generations on down, maybe from oppression, If you are a melanated person, or in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you may have experienced that same oppression, and that has been seeped into your psyche, and that has been in a prison. Sorry. That may have been a prison that has held you captive, a mental prison. And there's multiple different mental prisons that of Alcatraz type security that we have done the work to break out of, and we may just be at that last level, you know. And we have to break free. You have to stop putting other people's happiness before your own. You have to make sure what you do is for you first. It's time to stop people pleasing. We've been preaching that for years, and yeah, we feel like we got it down, but then next thing you know, the lesson comes up again, and it's okay. It's not about the fall, but how long you stay down. You are a human being you are a spirit being having a human experience. So you're going to slip, you're going to fall. It's okay. It's okay. It's all part of the adventure and part of the journey. But it's time to stop questioning yourself. This is coming out diagonally in connection to trust yourself. Okay? And this is coming out right next to you've carried the burden too long. You've carried this burden of self-doubt too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself. Release the guilt that other people have placed on you. People have tried to guilt you for being talented, tried to guilt you for being pretty, trying to guilt you for being a happy-go-lucky person, no matter how dark the things your environment may have been. You've been able to hold on to that. People have tried to guilt you for so many different things. That's not your problem anymore. Put that burden down. That is projection. That is not yours to carry. We need to drop that shit. Okay? It's time to drop it. And it may be hard to drop it because that's what has been a bit of a comfort blanket for a lot of us. Those old ways of thinking and this, that, and the third. It's been a bit of a comfort blanket. You know, we've gotten used to the struggle. And that's not a good place. We got used to being in survival mode. It's time to tap into thriving mode. Thrive. We got used to having to overwork ourselves to feel accomplished. Now, it's time for us to be comfortable in just magnetizing what it is that we want to us. It's a different frequency that Earth is in. The paradigm has shifted, just like the card underneath July here. Okay? It's time to shift your paradigm. And it's time to recalibrate to this new energy, because we have a recalibration here, right underneath shift your paradigm. And I feel like you have. It's time to shift it again. Okay? You may have digressed. Because just even with yoga, okay? And this is a really good example for the spiritual journey. Okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. But I seen a woman, and this was so brave of her, and it was a wonderful video. She showed herself doing a yoga stretch, and she was like, I'm going to show you the good and the bad of yoga. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's regression. She showed a pose. She was hitting that pose like motherfucker. A year later, she could barely get there. There is regression. It's okay. It's not about the fall, but how long you stay down. Just jump back on that horse and get back to riding again. Get back used to it. You know, maybe she has slowed down her yoga practice or whatever the hell may have happened. We don't know. But regression happens. It's okay. Just get back on it. You know what I'm saying? And once you do, your trajectory will be onward and upward. Just like the Take a Chance card. And the trajectory card is coming out directly underneath that energy that was clarified by Take a Chance. But it's going to be different this time. Take a chance again. Step outside of your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you will be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm and will begin to attract new results. Okay? Don't be afraid to take a chance again. All right, so let's get one. We're going to get one card from our ancestor deck. Secrets of the Ancestor Oracle. And then we'll close out. So again, this could apply relationship-wise. It could apply career-wise, or both, or any other way that it may resonate with your story. You know, if it applies, take it. If it don't apply, let it fly. Okay. All right. So we have twins here. Okay. So this could be love again, but this could also be that twin energy of divine masculine and divine feminine that each and every one of us carry, no matter your gender, sorry. But so it could just be on an individual level, but it could also be externally of you finding that your life partner, because remember we did have this energy like you've known each other forever. So I feel like you may be putting your ancestors may be putting you together with that person that will help take you to the next level in every area of your life: love, mental, emotional, spiritual. Like you guys are truly going to connect on a complete and whole basis with the twins here in conscious connections. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, it says conscious connections. Doesn't necessarily have to be a life partner. Again, it could be soul family. You know what I'm saying? Business partners, conscious business partners. Someone that you can trust that is, has the same mindset in regards to whatever business you may be creating. Conscious connections in regards to maybe a production team to help you produce your songs, or conscious connections in connecting yourself with the right gallery to put your artwork up in, So let's read the book. This is a number 6. A 6 always gives me that healing energy. But it says you deserve to be fully loved and completely on your terms. Make sure what you do is for you first. You're putting your happiness before their own. No, it needs to be on your motherfucking terms. In your terms, there's always going to be one that includes integrity and fairness, honesty, and true effort for the good, to make sure that the highest good for all is employed. Check in with your closest relationships. What needs to be addressed? Are you at a crossroads? Keep going out. The twin ancestors show up together to represent love of all kinds. And this is kind of like twin ancestors with the great-grandmother on your mother's side and then the great-grandfather on your father's side. It's giving kind of twin ancestor energy here. And then it's giving both sides, the masculine and the feminine, perfectly. So, again, twin ancestors show up together to represent love of all kinds: familial, romantic, divine, business, and self-love, right? The twins are heart-led, passionate, and crave connection. You've been in solitude a long time and you try to act like, well, I don't need nobody, but you are human. You're having this human experience. You do crave. You do want connections. But we're not settling for just any kind of thing. Before, we were just settling for anything, and we will rather be in solitude than to accept just anything any longer. Bring your whole self to all loving unions. You are worthy just as you are. Ancestral memory. The twins are depicted by the ancient Marasa Jumo twin Liwa deities of Haiti, known for their healing powers. Ancestral medicine. My child, there are those in your bloodline who didn't know love. Could be this great-grandmother and great-grandfather. They could have not known love because back then a lot of them married for necessity. You know? They did not know love, or they considered it a frivolity. Do not let this be your inheritance. Breaking generational curses. Right? The shadow aspect of the twins card. It says, and just only take it if it applies. If not, you can just ignore this part. You do not need to be in a relationship to be whole. There may be a need for introspection and resolving inner conflicts before seeking connection with others. Your current relationships may have disharmony, imbalance, or conflicts. The correspondence is the Lover's card, which came out in a reading earlier today. And it says, declaration, I am worth loving and I am love. I am worth loving and I am love. All right, family. Cleanse out the energy. Know that you are worth loving. Know that you are worth being number one on the call sheet, not just a plaything. And know that your time for true love is coming. I love you all, and until next time, peace.